Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm back in the garage trying to assess everything that needs to be done with the KTM. I did put in an order for, I believe it was a full plastics fairing kit, like the bolt, all the hardware. It's like a 97 piece kit. It was only like 13 bucks. Um, I adjusted my rear brake. Now my brake sits flush with the pedal and then only engages when it's down further, because before it was about up here and I had to lift my foot and it's just uncomfortable. So I had to pop this piece out. It's a long rod that goes up. I had to cut like a 1/2 inch off of the push rod, and then I rounded it out with a file, smoothed it, and oiled everything up with some lithium grease, I think I used, and got it back together. Everything's good, no squeaks. I did take her out for a test drive yesterday. It's a good thing I didn't record it because it was horrible. Starting it was horrible. Like this, the carburetor definitely needs to be ran through. There's like little things that I'm finding. The foot peg on that side is bent, which I can straighten that out. I had to weld the tab back for the exhaust to the frame, and then one of the things I noticed, there's a lot of residue in here, so I'm wondering if that's the issue, because the kid said when the bike gets warmed up, it smokes. So I'm wondering if this exhaust, because this isn't the exhaust that was on the bike. He said he had to get another exhaust because the other one was shot. So maybe he got an exhaust where there was like, oil, like, down in the pipe or something. Like, who knows? Someone could have left it out, or they could have been, spraying it clean. And, because this is a lot of like, that's like a lot of buildup in there. Like, my exhaust never looks like that on any of my other bikes. I know it might be normal. I've never had a 450. Maybe it emits more oil. Maybe the oil's getting passed somewhere and coming out through the exhaust. But it I'm hoping it's something simple, like the oil is in the pipe already, and it's just every time it warms up, it heats up, and that's why it smokes. Because when I get on the throttle and like blip it hard, it's not like a cloud of smoke comes out. It's just like it's pushing the oil that's already there out faster. Like when I needed a top end on my other bikes, like it blows clouds of white smoke at whether the bike is idling, but when you hit that gas, it will chuck a cloud. This does not do that at all. So I did order, what else did I get? I'm not 100% sure. I was just up till like 3, 4 in the morning, like ordering stuff. I am still looking into the street legalization for this bike. I do have a set of supermoto wheels, the 17-inch wheels and tires. I think it's like $1,200. They're Warp Nines. I'm just still trying to figure out a color pattern, but I'm not jumping the gun doing anything early. I just want to right now, like I always say about my other bikes, I want to get it looking good and running good. Once it looks good and runs good, then I could assess everything else. Um, so yeah, they're just little things. I want to replace the grips, obviously. I want to take all the plastics off, assess those, see if there's cracks and stuff, if they're fixable, or if I'll have to buy a new set. I still don't know 100% sure what I'm going to buy, like plastic wise, graphics wise, stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's what I ordered. I ordered new oil filters because I do believe there's two on here. I mean, it would only make sense that down here there's two spots, these two here that say oil filter, and the kit is I think it's High Flow Racing, and it comes with two, a long one and a short one, so I'll have that. I got a brand new filter on the way. Um, I can't really think what else. I already have brand new grips. Um, I noticed that the radiator on this side, you can see that side is pinned straight, and then on this side it curves in, so it's a little bent. But thanks for who was it, Cam Namila? I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he actually had a little clip of how to straighten it out with a little like piece of 2x4. It was simple, pretty self-explanatory, but I'm gonna do that. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to I'm just gonna take off the plastics. You know, once I get like the plastics off and everything, then I'll be able to see everything else. I did beforehand, before I recorded this video, I did take the plastics off, like just the seat and this rear, and you guys will see. And like, I don't know if I'm gonna connect the videos and have it in the next clip, but this air filter and everything was like shot. This guy, whoever had it, not the guy I bought it from, because he didn't seem like he rode it much. He said he didn't ride it much, but whoever had it beforehand, they weren't like too keen on maintenance. Like, I don't know if you guys ever seen the channel. It's called Dirt and Iron, and he rides pretty much everything, but he had a few segments with KTM's and stuff like that, and he went over like air filters. I think it was on a YZ. He had a 4-stroke YZ and I think a 300 KTM. I'm not 100% sure, but he was showing the air filters after one ride on a track. And after one ride, there was a definite like difference between the filters, like the spots where the air comes in, like you can see the dirt marks. So these bikes, they do, if you're riding in dirt and trails or at a track, no matter how like your air setup is, like that filter does get dirty. If you guys do not take care of your filters and stuff like that, it will have an effect on the performance of the bike. You like, people don't even understand like to the extent how like lethal little things can be. Like a little bit of sand in the carb, like, you know, it doesn't seem like much, you know. People are like, oh, it's a dirt bike, just ride it. Yeah, that's great and all, but this stuff adds up, you know. Little things getting in the internals of your engine, like, you know, when you're breaking a fresh rebuild in, and you know, you're not paying attention to, like, when I rebuild this bike, you're supposed to do, I do like 2 or 3 oil changes, because from everything seating and getting used to one another, becoming family, there's metal shavings. But if you don't drain the oil repeatedly, those metal shavings stay and cycle through your motor. They get smaller and smaller, but it's like minimal, slight damage you wouldn't realize. But yeah, that's why I'm like the way I am about bikes. I have to have everything up to par. Everything has to be like the way it's supposed to be. So with that said, I'm going to get these plastics popped off and get the seat off, and then probably the tank, and we'll assess the damage. So first I'm going to show you guys the filter. Hopefully I can do this while holding the camera. I mean, I should be able to. It's not hard. It's there's a bolt right under here. Mine is an 8mm. Wrong way. And that's it for the seat. Very nice. And then your seat comes off. Now I just want to show you guys, like, look at this. That filter is not brown. I do not know of any company that sells brown filters, because if they sold you a brown filter, how the hell would you know it was dirty? So that's inside the little air box cavity. You can see there's mud. Like, this was not cleaned at all. I'm gonna clean all of this out. I'm gonna clean the inside, I'm gonna clean the filter. Even though I'm buying a new filter, I'm gonna clean this filter so that I have backup filters. So I can take one filter out. That's another thing I learned from Dirt and Iron. I could take one filter out, clean it, and put the new one in. And then, you know, have that one soaking and ready to go, so that when this filter needs to come out and be clean, I could pop that one right in. So now I'm going to, what else do I want to take off? This, I don't even believe was bolted. Yeah, that wasn't bolted down. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, the Allen bolts. I'm gonna sit this right here. Hopefully you guys can still see. But on the subframe, there is Allen bolts. One of them is a 13 on this bike. It was switched. Alright, there's the one bolt that's a 13. I gotta pop that one off. And then that looks like maybe, hopefully, a 12. I'm hoping. Get a little grippage behind there. Now there is a 6mm for these screws. And that's back to the 8. This thing is really flippity floppy. This is why I like all my sizes to be the same. Off. I'm gonna lay those on the floor for now. Alright, those are some weird Allen screw bit pieces that are not probably factory. Let me see if I can slide this subframe off along with this little to use a flathead to get this boot off of the carburetor. Maybe I could loosen it a tad more. Trying to get it all off in one piece. Bear with me. And there we go. It's actually pretty simple. Alright. And as you can see, we have the rear end popped off. That was a lot simpler than I thought. I'm gonna get in here and clean this stuff up, and then I don't know if I want to end the video here. Maybe I'll cut it, make different like separate clips of everything getting done, but I do want to pop the carb out and get that clean. So I guess I'm going to just set the camera up and keep it rolling, and I'll edit everything afterwards. Now for the star keys. do have a couple star keys. Good thing I kept these. First try. Come on, come on. Alright, I need a little, there we go. Let me slide this back. I keep like putting tools down and forgetting where I put them. You know, likey. It had to have been inside that bigger bolt. There it is. Getting the exhaust off now. Hope this is simple. This is like a damn jigsaw puzzle. I don't know how they got this thing on. I mean, you can see the way it's routed, but just let that chill for now until I can figure that out. Alright, the gas is off. I believe it's just this 12 millimeter to get the tank off. Wait, is that a 12? No, it's a 10. Really? That one bolt? Can't be. Connected here. Alright, I know the off works. And tank is off. That bolt. What are we at? 20 minutes here or so? 19. It's not bad. For the rest of the carb, it is still the boots. And that can slide out from this way. Let me just grab a quick picture of this so I remember the orientation of everything. Always take pictures so you could remember how things went together. Tubes. picture. I'm gonna bring you guys over to this side so you can see the little mechanism for the carburetor. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I do wanna end this and like just make a video straight to the point of getting the subframe and all of that other good stuff off, but whatever, we'll just keep it rolling. I'll come over to this side actually. That way you guys can still see me. Not that you want to. Alright. So I think those are 10s. Carb is free. I'm gonna grab one of these paper towels. Alright. I guess we could leave her there for now and get this carb cleaned, air filter cleaned, and then get everything back together.